So today's live is men, you can be old fashioned, but these laws are new fashion. Again, men, you can be old fashioned, but these laws are new fashion. I want to talk about this because this is something my parents' generation don't seem to understand. And I keep hearing it, from older men, like men in their 40s, talking about chivalry and taking a girl out and buying this and buying that. And from personal experience now, having been dating for over a decade, that's just a waste of money. I really haven't seen any. I've seen little to no return on my investments on moving like that, and I'm not as bad as the others. In my friend group, there are men who are spending tens of thousands of dollars on women for nothing at all, just for them to be nice to them. And so again, you can be old-fashioned, but these laws are new fashion. And I want to mix this in with talking about how a woman, when you first meet her, you're not meeting who she is. You're meeting what she projects to be. She's meeting what she wants you to think she is. So you're meeting her representative. And some women will put on that facade, I believe that's the right word, facade, of being whatever it is she wants you to feel for a few weeks. Some will do it for years. And this is why I think that most women are narcissists. There's no reason for them not to be a narcissist. There's really little to no reason for them not to be a narcissist. Whenever it is they turn it off, it can be overnight that they'll start being cold to you, or they can slowly start taking away the privileges of being with them. They'll slowly stop behaving well. So let's say they were cooking for you every day. Now they're cooking for you 4 days a week. Or maybe they'll keep cooking, but now they won't be intimate with you. So it doesn't have to be all cold, but they'll do it in sections. And whatever particular thing they want to take away, that's what they'll be taking away. So maybe they're cooking for you like every few days, right? But they won't do it happy. They'll be cold, they'll be cold, like literally. You'll ask them what's wrong, and they'll just say nothing. They'll just say nothing. Like literally, the way they talk, it won't be pleasant anymore. They'll be like, like they'll grunt at you, like they're a V8 Mustang. They'll grunt at you. Okay, yeah. Are you sure? Like literally, this is how they behave. Once they finally take away that representative, this is how women behave. There's nothing you can do to make them happy after that. There's absolutely nothing you can do to make them happy. And these type of women only behave in this trend when you're somebody they want. So it's not that they don't want you. They want you. So when a woman wants you because you fit that picture that they would like, that they think everybody checks off, then from there, what they'll do is they'll give you what they think you want. And someone will keep it up for a few days or weeks. Some will keep it up for years. And you could tell that this is what she's doing because every time you hang around her friends or family, if you watch her, you'll see her eyes move around the room for approval. Or if she's not one of those, friends and family type of people, because honestly, when I go to meet her friends and family, I go there to see like what's going on, right? But apart from that, I try to stay away from all that. So the other way, because I've been in experiences where women's friends will then start to my girlfriend. Like they'll try to be my girlfriend. They'll try to replace her. And then I've been in situations where the moms will try to build me up to be the greatest boyfriend in the world, just so I can fall hard, And after I leave, they'll be talking mad trash about me. Anyways, so the other way to tell how she's looking around for approval is pay attention to what she's watching. Because what she's watching, every woman watches these kind of things, by the way. Every woman watches these emotional, social kind of shows. This is why men in general are probably playing Call of Duty, but when you watch a woman, she watches those reality TV shows and whatnot, because women are a decade or so more advanced emotionally and relationship wise than you are. They've got so many things down, right? So you need to watch them to see what they watch and what they like to prescribe to, and then get a picture of the things on that TV, like, or whatever it is, social media. Like I've been with girls who were heavy on Reddit, They were not on social media anywhere else but except for Reddit. I've been with women like that. And I still haven't gotten into Reddit, but now I know what Reddit is. That's where they get all their mansplaining and all these other stuff from, this particular woman. So you just have to be aware of where they get their information from and how they move. And you got to pick it up as soon as possible. The longer you drag your feet, the longer that relationship is going to hurt. Because you're over here putting your best foot forward and she's not, right? And what's going to happen is, because a lot of these men who say that they're so-called old-fashioned and chivalrous or whatever, chivalry, or basically what they're saying is they take care of the women. If they open the doors, they put their jacket on the puddle so that she can walk over. But they don't realize when they pick up that jacket and put it back on, they're gonna catch a cold. Now they're gonna die of a fever, right? There's an old video called where this man keeps saying, "Man, you really put some color in my crayon box." Very old video. And that's where I got that from. The whole you'll put your coat down on the puddle. She steps over. Now you put it on your back and you catch a fever. And because this was not a thing. This started over 100 years ago. This concept of chivalry. Basically, all they've done is try to replace the civil rights movement with feminism, and then try to push all these feminist narratives and motives that were already brewing in the white community. And so now it's here in the black community, and the black women have completely adopted it. Anyways, so this is what's gonna happen. You meet a woman, you take her on the date, you pay for it. You open the door, you do all these right things. And God forbid you're one of those, let me move a girl in. So you move her in, and you continue to pay the bills. She needs some help with some money, you give her money. You're doing all these things that's expected of you as a man. And then next you know, the girl who used to cuddle with you and watch Netflix with you stops. The girl who used to put it on you, she couldn't keep her hands off of you, she stops. The girl who was bragging about how good she can cook and how many dishes she can cook, not to go to fast food restaurants, Now you gotta go to Mac. She'll ask you, what are you eating? Oh, can you grab me something from McDonald's? And I'm intentionally using that voice. What are you eating? You know, that Mufasa Lion King voice. Go over yonder and grab me a large McDouble. Thank you. You know? So now you're wasting all sorts of money that you don't need to. When this girl showed up talking about she was, what's his name? Chef, what's that man's name from Hell's Kitchen? She was Chef, forget his name. But you know what I'm talking about, that white man from Hell's Kitchen. She was talking about she was Martha Stewart, you know? She was just out here cooking and baking. Everything. And now you gotta start bringing her home food from fast foods and whatnot, you know? And so then you just feel like, dang, I'm doing all these things and she's just chilling. And so this is literally what's gonna happen. Sooner or later, you're gonna get fed up and you're gonna try to have a conversation with her. Like I said, she'll probably reply to you in grunts and growls. And when she does talk, she's gonna talk with some bass in her voice. And she's gonna say stuff like, I don't need to do that. Some women will literally be bold enough to tell you that they've got you now. They don't need to do anything else. This is from personal experience. Personal experience. I've experienced women. I just experienced a Mexican girl. She came over and cleaned my bathroom. The last woman who did that was a Nigerian woman from last year. Last year around now, I was messing around with a Nigerian girl. Well, actually, it wasn't even last year. It was last year. It was last year, right? But like December. So it wasn't this December. It was like, and so the year is 12 months. So right now we're at, let's say 14 months ago. It was 14 months ago. She was over here cleaning my bathroom, just like how this Mexican woman came and cleaned my bathroom. And just like the Mexican woman, this Nigerian girl, Igbo girl, gave me her representative. She was out here cleaning my bathroom, and this Nigerian girl bought me groceries. Because back then I was really depressed. There was no food in my house because I always went out to eat so that I can be around people. I never stayed indoors. I always went out to eat so I can be around people because I was about to check out of this world. I was about to check out of this world. I was tired. I was done. I couldn't sleep. I could not sleep. I couldn't sleep. When I was awake, I was just tormented. And everybody was behaving around me like, oh, just be a man. Just be a man. Oh, just be a man. Move on. I had to check my mom a few months ago talking about, oh, don't ever let a woman put you in that situation where you just not going to work and you just not doing the mama, go sit down. Because the next thing my mama will say is, oh, we need help with this kind of money. And when I say no, she's gonna turn around and talk about, oh, Buka ain't doing this, Buka ain't doing that, Buka do. Several times last year, she did this thing. And she's already started this year doing it as well. So what I'm not saying, it's not a myth, it's not a legend. This is what I'm experiencing from women from all facets of life, from dating, from sisters, from your own mom. This is just how they behave. This is how they behave, and this is why I wanted to do this live. That's their nature. Doesn't make them, well, it makes them bad, for sure. But what can you do? You need women in life. What can you do? Men literally will bask in misery for a few moments in the sunlight. That's life. For example, when you're intimate, how long really are you intimate for? Just for that moment of release. That's just life. So yeah, back then I was ready to check out. So I had no food in my cupboard. Literally, I woke up and I was renovating and fixing up the home, the tenants had destroyed. I moved into the house my old tenants had destroyed because COVID had used me, a private landlord, as one of their stimulus checks. So when I could bear it, I was painting and doing all this, and I was working 100 hours a week. I later on just left both jobs just so I can go on hiatus. I went to Hawaii and just relaxed and just try to get out my mind. And even when I was in Hawaii, I was walking 18 miles a day. Anywhere between 8 to 18 miles a day. Because I'd go to the gym, and the gym was 8 miles away, 4 miles back. And so if I went twice, I'm up at 18 miles a day. Not 16, 18 miles a day. So this girl, before I went to Hawaii, she came over, she cleaned my bathroom. And men, because I don't want to say there are two types of women, because I'm not there yet to say that. I haven't thought about it. When I sit down and think about it, then I'll make a live and I'll say there are two types of women, or maybe there are three types of women. So, but I will say that the other type of woman out there is a woman that will tell you what she's going to be doing. So this Nigerian girl is different from the Mexican girl. Mexican girl wholeheartedly was her type. What was the type I'm talking about, where they bring out their representative. So this Nigerian girl, what the hell are you doing? Why can't you stay in your lane? So I always wear these shades because they're prescription and they can turn off the light, it's really nice. But this guy literally cut into my lane just to slow down. I think he was trying to get into my lane so I can hit him. Because there is nothing wrong with his lane. In fact, his lane is faster than my lane. It's like driving in Maryland is amazing. But whatever. Anyways, yeah, when they're in front of you, I just go ahead and slow down to 10 miles per hour. Because when you hit somebody from the back, look at you. Trash. Anyways, I'm sorry. Every time I pass this man, look, trash. I have a best friend that likes to say that back in the day. And when we were playing video games and somebody was doing something terrible, he'd just be like, trash. Trash. It's funny because that guy, he went through the same depression as I did at that time. The only thing is he walked away with a baby. Me, I didn't have a kid with this woman. And I'm glad I didn't. I'll be tormented. What the hell? I'm sorry, I can't have no baby these days with these girls out here. Because I don't know how you can have a baby with a... Sorry about that. I apologize. I guess my phone overheated. So what I was saying was, I don't know how you can have a baby with a woman and then a few weeks later, she's laying in bed with somebody else. So that's why I titled this live, you can be old-fashioned, but these laws are new fashion. It doesn't matter if you have a baby with a woman, she'll be laying in bed with a new man in the future. It could be weeks, it could be months, it could be years from now. She'll be laying in bed with a new man. There is no culture or community that promotes for her to stay. And the laws enable her to go. The laws provide to her everything a man is traditionally supposed to provide. So you can be old-fashioned all you want. All you are is a big simp. That's it. You're just a big simp. Be old-fashioned all you want. All you're doing is simping. You may think you're not a simp, but you're simping. And if you simp long enough, you are a simp. So you take that girl out to lunch and dinner and brunch and whatever and midnight snack all you want, but you are a simp because the government provides everything a man is supposed to do. It provides the food stamps, the WIC, the this, the that, and it primarily provides it to women. look at the number of homeless shelters for women versus men. People are not coming out here to help men out. And it's expected that we should continue doing all these so-called old-fashioned things while a woman can sit up in your house and do nothing. So you set yourself up to be a simp if you want to. I'm just making this live so that if anybody hears it, especially the young men, that you can be aware not to sell your heart to a woman who's just telling you what you want to hear, so that when she realizes that she has you, it'll be hard for you to detach, because men love much differently than women. Once a man loves a woman and says, all right, we're gonna make it work with a woman, it is a long time before he pulls away all those resources. It takes a long time. It takes years, in some cases, for a man to move on. So it takes me years for me to move on. Years. And these women will be very aware, and they will say in your face. So back to that Nigerian girl. So yeah, she came, she cleaned my bathroom, she bought me groceries, and she told me, like I said, they will say in your face what they're doing. And she told me, like she would do so-called nice stuff for me. Meanwhile, she'll insult me. She'll insult the house. She doesn't know what else I got going on. All she sees is what she sees in front. Because that's all she sees, she literally would insult me. Give a woman a representation of what you are. I'm not saying in character and actions. I'm saying give a woman a representation of what you have, and see how she treats you with it. A girl will tell on herself. So when you do take her out to dinners, listen. Women will tell on themselves. Listen. So you telling me you come in here to clean my bathroom and buy me groceries, which I really appreciate. By the way, she didn't use her money to buy those groceries or whatever. Not per se. She told me that she's been running the game so that she can continue to get food stamps and stuff like that. How is she getting it? I don't know. I really didn't understand. I still don't understand how she's got those food stamps. So all that money and food was for food stamps. It is her money, right? But still, it wasn't the money that she's been working to bring home. Anyways, the main thing is she was insulting me about my place. Just continuously insulting me about how it looks and how you should improve it and how you should. And I was trying to tell her. I told her so many times, this place looked a lot worse. This is what happened. This is why I'm patching up drywalls. This is why I'm redoing the flooring. This paint is just the first paint. I'm gonna paint it twice. It used to have cockroaches. I just finished killing most of them. Nobody was living here. So it used to have rats because there was just food out everywhere. I'm still killing them. I don't have a bed because I've been sleeping on the couch for 8 months now. She didn't hear any of that. She will continue to insult me. So imagine you have children with this woman. And I really want to keep talking about this particular girl. Let me just quickly talk about her. So then what happened in the future, just to fast forward, I go to Hawaii. She told me that she found the love of her life. She cut me to clean the fuck off. Like I keep telling you guys, when a woman is done showing you the representative, she will cut you off quick. She cut me off, told me she found the love of her life. She sent me pictures of this man and her, and sent me pictures of her Valentine's Day gifts from this man. And she sent me pictures of love letter that this man wrote to her. So it's just like, dang, are you trying to make me just go ahead and check out? She really was trying to have me check out. Because why are you sending me all these things? Man, I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've seen you love bomb me. And now you cut me off. And then you send me pictures of you being happy. She sent me 2 pictures of her smiling. And then she sent me pictures of her and this man embracing each other. One of them kissing. And then she sent me pictures of the gifts and whatnot he gave her. 2 months after that, because I was in Hawaii for a long time, she hit me up again. And then she starts to flirt. Next you know, she's sending me pictures of her body. Her whole body. Everything, her birthday suit. Everything God gave her. And then the next time I talked to her, this is the first time she's talked to me in months. Next time I talked to her, remember, she just found the love of her life 2.5 months before. This is now around April. Next time I talk to her, she tells me, like, she doesn't tell me. I ask certain questions to ascertain if she was still with the love of her life. And this woman was still with the love of her life. Talking about how she's going to put it on me. Anyways, there was this one South African girl, and I love this about her. She was doing the same thing, being super sweet, being super nice. And then I know how Nigerians are treated in South Africa, by the way. And then she told me exactly what I thought. She told me about how South African men how Nigerian people are perceived, how they're terrible and this and that. But apparently, even though all South Africans think like this, she doesn't. She doesn't. She apparently loves. She didn't say she loved Nigeria. She said she would never be married. She would never consider marrying a Nigerian man. She would never personally marry one. And so I said, oh, okay. Well, damn. I guess this is over. There's nothing to talk about. That's what I was thinking. And then she tries to backpedal and say, oh, but I mean, I can be convinced. Next you know, she's talking about how, Uber, because I was like, ooh, I could, I told her, I was just me being cute. I was like, I should Uber you to my heart. I said something corny like that. And then she started talking about, oh, you can Uber Eats me. You can Uber Eats me. I was like, oh, you guys really have Uber? It's like, yeah, it's all over the world. You can Uber Eats me from there. And she really was serious about that. And she went on the whole, after I said my corny comment, an hour and a half later, she was still talking about, so yeah, I was talking about a South African girl. Hopefully you guys caught what I was saying. And I was saying how, I made a cute comment I said that I could Uber her to my heart. And then she goes on for an hour and a half after talking about how she wanted me to Uber Eats her. And I didn't realize Uber was in South Africa. And she, that was really cool for me. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And she said, yes, Uber is all over the world, And then she went on literally to ask me to Uber her some food for an hour and a half. Anyways, I've already talked about the Mexican girl, how she love bombed me in other lives. But the main point is, man, you can be old-fashioned all you want, but understand the laws are not old-fashioned. The laws are new fashion. If you want to behave old-fashioned, go ahead and simp. Simp all you want. I'll have some friends I'm trying to rescue for being a simp because you're not getting any return on your money. That's the best relationships I had. I had no money, and the women liked me for who I was, even though they showed me their representative. I had no money, and they liked me from what I had, which is no money. If you leave with your wallet, don't be surprised what happens. Be old-fashioned all you want. These laws are new fashion. Child support is new fashion. Alimony is new fashion. Be new fashion, be old-fashioned all you want. These laws are new fashion. And be careful about their representative. You don't go in and tell them everything. Listen to what they say. My friend is literally staying over at this girl's house right now. And the last time he saw her, she came over. I don't want to say too much. Let's just say he was giving her back rubs and whatnot. After she got whatever she wanted, she got out of there. A week or two later, she was saying about how she was going to be celibate, but she thinks that back rubs and receiving certain things would be fine. And it's funny that she said that because that's what she did. And even before she finally told this guy, I had already told my friend that she knew what she was doing, that she intentionally came to your place to get certain things from you and leave without giving you any services, anything back. So guys, if you let a woman talk, she will tell you what she intends to do with you. And it's up to you to listen. If you want to be, I'm telling you, be old-fashioned all you want. These laws are new fashion. So if you want to be hard-headed all you want, and soft, how do they say it? A hard head makes a soft ass. I'm telling you, a hard head makes a soft ass. I'm telling you. So, be safe out there. Stop leading with your money. Take the time to get to know a girl. You don't gotta take her out. Why are you guys taking every woman out to a restaurant? Hell, I remember this one date I went on. Her name was Katana. I'm gonna say it because it's been years, and I really, really love this woman. And I'll be honest with you, I loved her in one date. I met her at the library, and she was a Japanese. She was like a Japanese, black, white. She had everything going. I don't know what she was, Mexican. I don't know what she was anymore. She had it all mixed in there. And I went to go see my old chess program, like, because I used to play chess. So I went to the library to see if people were still playing chess there. And there was this new, like, Dare to Be something, Dare, like for the gangs. And they were people were just mentoring kids and talking about don't be in gangs. And she was there. So this was not the chess thing I was looking for. Apparently, the man who primarily ran it is now in Washington State. So this is not what I'm used to. Okay, cool. Well then, there's this. I just stayed to watch, and after like 30 or so minutes of observing, being a part of the thing, because I really believe in mentoring young kids. That's how I got to where I am today. Well, I noticed a young lady. Probably back then I was 20, and she was probably 18. I was 20, she was 18. Yeah, I was 20, she was 18. Or I was 19 and she was 18. No, I had 2 years on her. Yeah, I had 2 years on her. But she had already graduated high school, because she was talking about going to Japan and being a part of the Marine band and stuff like this. So anyways, after everything was over, she was sitting down reading a book, and I cold approached and I talked to her, and she was very sweet, feminine, and she seemed to be okay with me. So then I asked her, hey, would you like to go to the farmer's market? Because apparently she likes fruit and stuff like that. Would you like to go to the farmer's market and get some mangoes? We literally went to the farmer's market, got some mangoes, went back to if you guys know about Birmingham, we went back to the railroad park, sat on top of this column with the railroad tracks going. Beautiful with the Birmingham scene in the back, the city and stuff in the back, eating mangoes with our feet swinging. And we kissed with the sunset behind us. It was romantic, very romantic. She's so sweet, she's so nice. And we hung out together from literally 9 a.m. to probably 10 p.m. We couldn't get enough of each other. And That's the last day I ever saw her. I've gone back. I went back twice because I was going to school. I was going to VMI, right? Virginia Military Institute. So I've gone back twice. Oh yeah, we even went to so her family owned like or ran like this little frozen yogurt shop right there. So I met her sister. Her sister looked more Korean or whatever she was than she did. She looked Spanish. Her sister actually looked Asian. So it was really interesting. You know, Asian build, like 5'4", 5'2", a bit stocky, but and beautiful, but a bit stocky. Where she was tall and slender, like 5'6", super long, curly Afro Latina hair kind of thing. Whereas her sister had the straight hair, very straight Korean looking, you know, Thai. Yeah, no, I won't say Thai. I'll stick to Korean looking. But like almost go. Anyways, so she worked at the Starbucks. So I went back twice, and I've left my number. I remember leaving my number once. I don't know if I left it twice because I remember her friend. She had a friend at the Starbucks, and I would ask about her, and her friend said she was apparently looking for me too. So I left my number. I don't know how we. At VMI at that time, so this must have been rat year. So I couldn't have my number. Like you couldn't have a cell phone, and you couldn't have a car. So yeah, this is rat year. So this is freshman year then. So we're only a year apart, and so I left my number for her. Never got a call, never got a text. Never. I don't think she's on social media or anything. So I think she's probably doing what she said she was gonna do on the Marine band thing, right? Maybe all going around the world as we speak right now. It's been like it's been about 5 years. So wherever she was, I've had a few of those type of like super romantic moments like that, and which meant the world to me. And you see mangoes, and her family owned the store, so they got us free drinks. Wonderful time. Didn't have to take her to a 5-star restaurant. She was happy just to spend time with me. My ex, the one I was really torn up about, our best date, the one she always remembered and brought up, was I took her to this one place where you could see the valley and trees and whatnot, and I didn't have any money. So we went to Aldi and bought some food. We bought some yogurt and some cashews. And we probably bought some croissants and some like club like meats or whatever, you know, the little deli meats. And so we're eating cashews and yogurt and you know, just sitting there with the sun falling. And it started to lightly rain. Next you know, there was thunder, right? Thunder is the one you see. Lightning is the one you hear. Or is it thunder the one you hear, lightning? Whatever. We saw like the arcs in the distance, just like, it was just so beautiful. And again, she just wanted to spend time with me. It was just me and her. And then when you add life politics, then fell apart. What else can you say? But at that moment, I didn't think I was meeting her representative. I felt like I met her. So later on, it's like, oh, okay, now, I mean, you can see the breadcrumbs of like who she really was. And then you have to gauge, like, is who she is, are you okay with who she is, you know? Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Have a good day, guys.